Welcome to this episode of Jennings Junction. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Valary.
And today we're going to discuss different tips and tricks on how to prepare your home for a photo shoot. So welcome back to this episode of Jennings Junction. Valary, what are some tips and tricks that you typically provide clients when prepping their house for a photo shoot?
Well, the number one thing that a lot of people don't think of is just to make sure that all of your light bulbs are in place and functional. So sometimes there's one bulb out in the kitchen and you just don't even realize it, but it really makes a big difference to have that light bulb installed.
Absolutely. Even the light fixtures in the bathrooms, like that one bulb missing, kind of makes it look less put together.
Yeah, exactly. It's more complete with all your bulbs in place. And then the one other tip that I really like to give is also just to trim up your lawn. If you don't have grass, trim your bushes, whatever it is in your yard, just make it look as clean as possible. And it really helps with curb appeal and showing when people are looking in your backyard too.
That makes sense. So even if you don't have a beautiful green lawn and the grass is maybe dead, or maybe you have some xeriscape, just make sure it's touched up, the weeds are pulled, and it's looking as best as it possibly can.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, Johnny. So what are some tips that you give your clients to prep their house for the market?
Well, first off, I really recommend a deep clean. Like, you cannot go wrong with a deep clean.
Definitely.
And that includes the carpets, that includes any touch-up paint on the walls, any marks on the baseboards, the ovens, the appliances, the windows. I mean, it may cost you. If you don't want to do it, just pay somebody a couple $100, $300 to deep clean your house the day of or the day prior to the photo shoot. It really goes a long way.
It does make a world of difference, yeah. Any other tips?
Yeah. So if you have the budget for it, I recommend painting as much as possible.
Yes, definitely.
So if you're in the inside, make sure that the walls have a fresh coat of paint. If you have pictures that are hung, personal photos, those are coming down, or there's maybe brackets that are going to be removed, make sure you patch the holes and paint them. It just really makes the house, the interior, look that much more fresh. Again, if you have the budget, do the outside of the exterior of the home.
Yeah.
And a really, really big bonus for when somebody's walking in the door for the first time, paint the front door. I recently had a client that she just painted her front door. She didn't change it. She didn't do anything special. Her neighbors are like, "Did you get a new front door?" She's like, "No, I just painted it."
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's a big help. Also, this isn't really a prep your house for the market or for the photo shoot tip, but it is a safety tip. And so before the shoot, make sure that all prescription medication is out of sight, that all firearms are out of sight, and that any valuable possessions you may have are not visible. Because we don't want to broadcast to the world, "Hey, I have this beautiful pearl necklace in my closet."
Yeah.
We don't want that on the World Wide Web.
Definitely.
Yeah. So those are my tips.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right, so those are some of our quick tips to get your house ready for the market.
Yep. And so there's 1,000 different ways that you can prep your home before going on the market. If you have any tips or tricks that you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments box below. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, we would. Definitely.
Thank you for watching this episode of Jennings Junction. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Valary, and this is your one-stop shop for real estate and everything great.